3:8 decoder. Okay, so we have the three input, and how many output? How many output? 8 is the output. So these are inputs and these are outputs. So first of all, you have to create the truth table for this input, okay, and output circuit. So first of all, let's assume that we are using X, Y, and Z, three inputs. Okay. So how many combination is possible with the help of these three input? Total combination should be possible 8 combination. Yes. So combinations are 0. Then you can select 1. Then you can select 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 7. These are the combination. Okay. We have represented all the input combination, possible combination. So you have suggested that we can create 8 possible combination with the help of these three input. Okay, so how many output should be from 0 to 7. Okay, so let's suppose that this is D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, and D7. These are the output. Okay, so you have to design this particular circuit. So let's take a look how you can create this particular circuit with the help of this truth table. If you want to define the 0 bit, what you have to do, I have told you in the last lecture. I have told you, if you want to define 0 bit, you have to place, quickly give your response. You have to place, quickly give your response in chat. I have told you that you have to place 1, okay, no cross. You have to place 1 across that particular bit and place 0 with all other bits. Okay, so this is the combination for D0 bit. Now you want to select D1 bit. So what you have to do, you have to place, when you want to select any output, I am saying that when you want to select any output, you have to place 1 across that particular bit and place zeros with other bits. Okay, clear? So we have used this D0 bit as 1 and we have deactivated all other bits because we want only D0 bit should be active when these three inputs are 0. Okay, now if this is the combination, then what should be the output? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Quickly give your response. You have to activate which bit? Yes, you have to activate one bit and place 0 with other bits. Okay, place 0 with other bits. So similarly, let's suppose that these are the output. Okay, let's suppose that these are the output. You have to place 1 across these outputs. Okay, so D2 this one, then D3 is this one, then D4 is this, D5, D6, and D7. Okay, and place 0 across all other bits. Okay, in this manner you can create a truth table. Okay, you can create a truth table for input and output lines. Okay, so all of you, is it understood how we have created the truth table, or we can say that output and input table? Quickly give your response. Any doubt related to this table creation? If you created this table, then 50% of your work is complete. So y0 z0, yes, you are right. X bar, y bar, z bar. What should be the output right here? X bar, y bar, z. X bar, y, z bar. X bar, y, z. X, y bar, z bar. X, y bar, z. X, y, z bar. X, Y, and Z. These are the outputs. Okay, all of you understood? So, which gate you require should be inverted because you need X bar, you need Y bar, you need Z bar. Okay, so this is the NOT gate which can invert the input. Okay, now let's understand in the first case we are using X bar, Y bar, and Z bar. Okay, so from here you are directly giving the input. Okay, you are directly giving the input to the circuit, first circuit. Okay, so what is the name of that circuit, or what that particular logic gate? Quickly give your response. What should be the name for that first logic gate? You are getting output D0 is equal to X bar, Y bar, and Z bar. What should be the logic gate name? AND gate. Yes, because you are multiplying all these inputs right here. With the help of AND gate, you can multiply all the inputs and you will get output as X bar, Y bar, and Z bar. So second D1, then D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, and D7. Okay, so you have to make the combination of these output. So quickly give your response. What is the output for D1? What is the output for D1? X bar, Y bar, and Z. X bar, Y bar, and Z. D2, X bar, Y, and Z bar. So I'm not going to complete all these. Okay, so you can complete all these. You just understand the concept how we can create these logic gate. Okay, sir, we can complete. Okay, so first I will explain these two to give you some idea. Okay, so let's take the input from here. Okay, you are taking the input as X bar. So how you can take the input? You can take the input like this. Okay, this is your X bar. Next is Y bar. Okay, so this is your Y bar. You have to take the input Y bar like this. Okay, then lastly you have to take input as Z. Okay, from here you can take the input as Z and place that input toward this AND gate. Okay, this is the second AND gate and it will give you output as D1. Now come to the next one, D2, X bar. Okay, this is your X bar. So you move toward this point and take it out from here. This is X bar. Then Y. Where is Y? This is your Y. Okay, so take the input from here. This is Y. And lastly, your Z bar. So you can use this Z bar here. This is the output for D2. So you can complete this circuit. Okay, so if you feel that you will not able to complete this circuit, then we will explain you. Okay, otherwise it is very easy to design this circuit. Okay, so how many gates you require for this particular 3:8 decoder? Quickly give your response. Total 8 AND gate you require to complete this 3:8 decoder. Okay, so what should you remember about this particular 3 is to 8 gate. Okay, so this 3 is to 8 decoder, this 3 is to decoder may act like as 1 is to 8 demux. 1 is to 8 demux and vice versa. Okay, this is the first point you have to remember. It will ask in your objective type of question. Okay, so next one, Deepak Sani, we will not consider these NOT gate. Okay, for this demultiplexer, we are using AND gate and OR gate. Okay, these gates, these are counting. Okay, these gates will be counted for the circuit creation, not the NOT gate. Okay, so NOT gate generally we use to invert. Okay, so and OR gate should be counted for the circuit creation. Okay, so if they ask how many NOT gate are required and how many AND gate are required, then you have to calculate all those gates and give the answer. Otherwise, you directly give the answer that 8 AND gate you required for designing 3 to 8 decoder. Okay, clear? Okay, so next point you have to remember that to implement this full adder and full subtractor, we require 3 is to 8, or we use this 3 is to 8 decoder. Okay, this is the second point you have to remember. So how many inputs and outputs should be there for this? 3 inputs and 8 outputs should be there for the 3 is to 8 decoder. Okay, clear? So how to design this particular circuit? Let's take an example. So how many inputs should be there? Let's suppose that you require the 3 inputs. Let's suppose that A, B, and C. These are the 3 inputs. Okay, and we have to implement this full adder with the help of these 3 inputs. So you have the sum output, you have the carry output. Okay, so how to design this sum and carry? How to design this sum and carry? Anyone can give your response in chat. What is the mean term for this particular sum? Quickly. 1, 2, 4, and 7. And what is the mean term for this carry? 3, 5, 6, and 7. These are the mean term for this carry. Okay, so how we have selected these? You can see the 3 input. Okay, and you can find sum and carry from these 3 bits. You can see from here. Okay, for this particular 3 is to 8 decoder, we have the 3 input right here and we have the 8 output right here. So you will find the sum and carry value from these 3 inputs. Okay, so is this any one at this sum? No, there is no uh, mean term at this position. So mean term is present at this D1 position. Okay, so this is mean terms. Okay, these are the mean terms for the sum. Okay, you can calculate these mean terms. So at which location these mean terms are present, you have to represent these. Okay, clear? All of you? Okay, okay, okay. So we have represented the sum mean terms. Okay, so the location is 1, 2, 4, and 7. Okay, so you have to mention these mean terms from this particular circuit. So we have three inputs. Quickly create a circuit or create a table first. We have the three input A, B, and C. Quickly, first 0, 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so at this stage we have two outputs, sum and carry. At this stage, what is the output for this mean terms? Mean term is present at first location. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All of you quickly give your response so that we can complete this adder part. This is a full adder. This is not a half adder. This is a full adder. Okay, so it will add all the values. So what are the mean terms? 1, 2, 4, and 7. So quickly, we have to place the 1 across first location, across the fourth location, across the second location, across seventh location. Okay, and where we have to place the carry? Carry should be placed at the location 3. Okay, this should be your carry. Then the fifth location is carry. Then sixth location is also carry. Okay, and seventh location is also carry. Okay, have you completed this table? Any doubt related to this table? Quickly give your response in chat. If there is no doubt, then we can move toward the implementation part. Okay, clear. Okay, now how to design this particular half adder or full? This is a 3:8 decoder. So full adder and full subtractor can be designed with this 3:8 decoder. Okay, so we use the simple blocks right here. We cannot use the AND gates right here. Okay, because we know that what is the internal structure of the decoder. Right now we will use the block only, and we will give the three input to this block. Okay, let's assume that this is 3:8 decoder, and it has how many outputs? It has the 8 output: D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, and D7. These outputs should be there. Okay, so we have used this mean term option. Okay, so at what location you have to place these mean terms for the sum, and at which location we have to use the mean terms for the carry. Quickly give your response. What should you add with the OR gate? As you know, some locations are 1, 2, 4, and 7. These are the sum location, and carry locations are 3, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, these are some carry location. So for sum, quickly give your response. Where we have to take the value for the OR gate? Quickly, we have to design the sum and carry. This is sum, okay, and this is the carry. Which output you have to take for sum? As you can see right here, these are the output mentioned. Okay, across 1, you have to take the input to this OR gate. Then second, okay, you have to take the input from this second line. Then fourth, you have to use this fourth input to this OR gate. Then seventh, this seventh output should be taken from here and given to the OR gate. Okay, so it will give you the sum at location 1, 2, 4, and 7. Okay, and which value you have to take to the carry? Quickly give your response. You have to take the value from this. Okay, first. Okay, you have to use the value from this first location. So take the value from here. Then after this 3 5 6 okay 3 I have placed the wrong value right here. We have to use this D3 because this third value is given. Then fifth value, then sixth value, then lastly you have to take this seventh value as it is. So 3 5 6 and 7, these are the output for the carry.